Hello and welcome to another LEGO challenge with me, Adam from Cow's Library. As always, watch the video, have a go at the challenge, and with permission send us any photos or videos of what you've made. So, what is the challenge this week? That's right, it's the Cow's Library LEGO Club Grand Prix. It's an annual thing we do. We normally have a ramp set up in the library and then people come in, and with the Lego that we have all over the floor you can build yourself a vehicle with wheels. It can have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wheels, whatever you want, and then you race them down the ramp. Now obviously we can't all get together to do that at the moment, so we're just going to have fun seeing what sort of vehicles you can build and then somehow maybe make your own ramp and roll them down. So the first thing we need to look at is the ramp. And here's my ramp. It's a nice simple cardboard box, thin one as you can see. You can see my head either side of it. And you place something higher underneath the one end and then have the other end on the floor, and then you race your vehicles down it. So that's what I want you to do. Find something you can make as a ramp first. That's the important part of doing this. We need a ramp so you can roll those Lego vehicles down. Okay? And then next up, I'm going to show you some examples of some of the vehicles I've got. One is an actual Lego set, and the others I've made myself. So, what have I got? Wow, let's start with the Lego set one, because I thought this would be funny. I have recently noticed that the ice cream van is out and about near where I live again, which has really made me happy because I like a good ice cream. So I thought I'd get my Lego set of an ice cream van. Nice ice cream van there. Ice cream on top. The lady serving at the side with the menus. The gentleman driving it. That is an ice cream van. That has 4 wheels, so that should hopefully, because it's a bit weighty, go down the ramp nice and fast. Next up, I've got something that's a little bit smaller. This one is got different angles and hinges in it, so you could try it with the front being lower and the back being higher. So obviously if you're starting on a ramp, the driver's going to be quite straight and then it will roll down like that. But you could decide you want to put more weight at the back and have it facing forward and go down like that. So it gives you a bit more options, but you have to be careful that both the front ones are on the same level, because otherwise if they're not, it might just turn and go off the side of the ramp. So that's certain things you need to think about with your Cow's Library LEGO Club Grand Prix vehicles. You have to think about the fact they're going down a ramp and you don't want them to suddenly turn and go off the side. You want them to go in a straight line. You've got to think about weight, you've got to think about size, shape. There's lots of different things to think about. Have a look at some sports cars and see the different shapes of them. It might give you some ideas. As I was saying about weight a second ago, this is one that you would have seen a couple of weeks ago if you watched the challenges from our Mars rover challenge. And this was the Mars rover tractor idea that I built. I've added a few more bits to it and put a driver on it. And now it's a very heavy, very fast, big vehicle. There we go. So that's something a little bit different. That will go down the ramp pretty hefty. It's got big wheels at the back, but it's got a lot of weight at the front, so hopefully that weight at the front will drag it down. And then lastly, I decided to do one that it's ended up with 4 wheels because I couldn't find the right parts to give it 1 wheel at the front. But it looks a bit like a trike. Here we go. It's got a snowboarder on it, so that's why it's got the sort of toboggan look to it, because I like the idea that it's a bit like a toboggan. He's like, vroom. It's got the fire flame coming out the back. It's got 2 wheels wider apart than the 2 wheels at the front. You know, they're closer and they're wider apart, so hopefully, because the ones at the back are further out, that should mean that it keeps it going straight and stops it from sort of turning and sliding away, because sometimes when the wheels are exactly the same place on front and back, they don't always go straight with Lego. I don't know why, it's just one of those mysteries. So have a play around. You might find you can do it, but you might find you need to have them separated out. I've also put a hinge on this one so I can try it at different points of height for going down. But they're my 4. At the end of the video, I'm going to have a little bit of fun and roll them down a ramp. I might even film that and put it at the end of the video for you to have a look at. But yeah, that's what you need to do. You need to find something to make a ramp with, and then you need to get your Lego, build yourself some vehicles. They can have 2 wheels. Obviously, 1 wheel's not likely to work because it means that part of it's going to be dragging if you've only got 1 wheel, and that's going to make it slower. But 2 wheels, 3 wheels, 4 wheels, even more than 4 wheels. I tend to go with 4 wheels because the more wheels you start to add, the more complicated the build gets and the harder it is to get it to go fast, because you suddenly have lots more wheels and there's more chance that 1 wheel might stick, and if 1 wheel sticks, your vehicle could right off the edge. So have a think, have a look, get yourself something to use as a ramp, and then get your Lego and get building. Oh no! So as always, be creative, have fun and stay safe. Bye!